Alright guys, welcome to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be answering the question of whether or not it's actually worth it to upgrade your PC. If you have a potato laptop or just something from the dark ages right now, is it actually worth it to upgrade? And I just upgraded my setup from a crappy laptop that barely ran Apex at 30 frames a second to a setup that can run at 200 FPS at 1440p. So I'm going to give you my opinion on whether or not it was worth it. Now, obviously if your computer right now can run the game well enough for it to be playable, there's nothing stopping you from getting kills and having fun like in this clip. However, having a constant platform to be able to improve with is so much more satisfying than having to deal with lag spikes ruining your gameplay all the time. Personally, I found it much easier to pinpoint like the certain factors in my game that were lacking. For instance, I realized that my sensitivity was a little too high because I could tell that I was actually missing my shots instead of just lagging or having some other excuse to blame it on. Of course, the burning question on everyone's mind is whether or not there's an instantaneous improvement. And based solely off of my ranked progression, I would say 100% there are. As you can see, I never even made it out of bronze before I got my new setup. I will say though that on the last season, right before I got my new setup, I did make it to gold 4 and kind of got stuck, but that doesn't show up because I then advanced to plat. But that being said, I actually did play ranked before, and I don't think my skill jumped up that much just over one season. As you can see, I have at least a few hundred games per season in ranked. It's just I wasn't able to get the amount of kills that I really needed to rank up. And getting the new setup allowed me to be much more aggressive in fights and really be a bigger part of the team instead of just running around being lifeline resin people. So after getting used to the feel of the new setup, I can confidently say that there was a pretty substantial advantage with a better setup. First of all, my screen is large enough that I can actually see the map and enemies, and the jump from a tiny laptop screen to a 27-inch 2K display made a world of difference. The frame rate isn't as huge, but it was definitely nicer to have a smooth game experience, and it's also very helpful not to have random lag spikes every time I have too many players around me or something. So, in conclusion, I would say it is totally worth it to upgrade your setup if you have the money to spare. Just stay within your budget and do not forget to do your research first so you're not wasting money on parts you don't really need. Thanks for watching to the end, and if you enjoy this kind of content, make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss what's next. See ya!